Hi, everybody. Welcome to AFRICAST. Originating from the Forecasting for Social Good Committee of the International Institute of Forecasters, the AFRICAST project is a fresh development of the Democratizing Forecasting initiative. Democratizing forecasting aims at making forecasting knowledge accessible to wider communities, especially in lower and lower middle income countries. That's why we have developed an online forecasting workshop for learners in Sub-Saharan African countries. And that's the AFRICAST project.
Hi everyone, I'm one of the educators for this workshop. I'm Mitchell O'Hara-Wild and I'm a PhD student at Monash University. I've been teaching forecasting for many years now at Monash University, but also with workshops around the world. I'm the lead developer of the Fable software, which is the primary forecasting tool that we'll be using in this workshop. I'm also a consultant at my company Nectric, where I apply my skills and training for other forecasting professionals.
And I'm Bahman, and I'm one of the instructors for this online forecasting workshop. I'm an associate professor at Cardiff University in the UK, where I'm a director of a research group called Data Lab for Social Good. I'm also the chair of the Forecasting for Social Good Committee at the International Institute of Forecasters. I'm interested in the area of forecasting and management science and operations research and how they can be used to inform decision-making and planning in sectors contributing to social good, in particular in healthcare operations and global health and humanitarian logistics. The AFRICAST project is a partnership between different institutions, including Cardiff Business School, Monash Business School, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology in Kenya, and International Institute of Forecasters. In addition to two main instructors for this training, including Mitch and myself, we have also recruited 9 mentors. And these mentors help learners through a Slack channel for their exercises, but also during their learning journey for this training. So they meet regularly with the learners through video calls, but also answering their questions, fixing issues in R through the Slack channel.
So welcome to the AFRICAST website. We're currently looking at it now, and here you can find all of the materials that you need to learn forecasting. To start, we have some preparation instructions. If you're new to R and maybe less familiar with the tidyverse packages, we strongly recommend you get started by following the Learn R materials at this link. You'll need a laptop capable of running R and to install the required software before participating. The most important link on this website is the schedule, which you can find at the top navigation bar. Clicking on the schedule, you'll find the materials for all 5 days of the workshop. On each day, we have 2 workshop sessions with Bahman and I, where we'll introduce the key concepts that you'll apply in the exercises. So each day with your mentor, you'll click through to the exercises and complete them. Your mentor is there for you in a small group to answer any questions or difficulties that you might have completing the exercises. Clicking on this exercise link, you'll find that we have some setup instructions, and what this will do is set up the course in R so that you have access to all of the code and the datasets necessary to complete these tasks with your mentor. So if you copy this code with the copy button, or of course simply highlight and paste it into R, run the code and follow the prompts saying yes to each question, you'll find that a project in RStudio is created and opened for you, containing all of the scripts and the datasets. That project looks a bit like this. On the bottom right here, you'll find that you have a data folder, a project folder, and various quarter documents for each day of exercises. In the main panel here, when you click on one of the exercises of the day, you'll find a Learn section. What this Learn section is for is to complete the tasks from the exercise. The Learn section of the exercises is a bit of a refresher from the things that we taught you during the workshop sessions just prior. It will give you in text that you can follow at your own pace all of the basics that are necessary to complete a forecasting project. We have some code chunks and some descriptions of its output that you can copy and try out for yourself in R with all of the data available in that same project. As you work through this material, you might find some helpful tips, some words of caution along the way, and some nice output for questions for you to answer. Especially important is the Your Turn section. When you find the Your Turn section, that is an instruction for you to open up your RStudio exercise course and complete the exercise. So here we have some question asking you to create a Sybil for the number of tourists visiting Australia. And you'll find that in the first part of the Learn chapter, for the first day, the corresponding day of the exercises, we have some starter code for you to complete. So it's simply a matter of filling in the blanks based on what you've learnt. So here we want to mutate a year quarter to set the appropriate time class, and the index variable, based on looking at the results of this data set, is the quarter variable that we've just created. I make some mistakes too sometimes. So if we look at this data set, you'll find that we have an index column known as quarter and 3 identifying key variables. So to complete the exercise, simply fill in the blanks that are identified with question marks. So here we have the keys of region, state, and purpose. And we can check our results to see that we now have a Sybil. That's how you complete the first exercise. Now there's of course many more exercises for you to complete in combination with your mentor to help you along the way. As you complete these exercises, you'll learn everything from visualizing time series, setting up a Sybil, estimating a model, producing forecasts, and making sure those forecasts are accurate and choosing the best forecast for your problem. At the end of each exercise, you'll find the Apply section.
So for the exercise of the learn part of exercise, you explore many different data sets. In the apply exercise, you're going to use one single data set, which is about vaccine distribution in an African country. So you will have doses of vaccines distributed monthly for a couple of years in 9 regions of the country, alongside the population of those regions, and whether there was a strike during a period in that particular region or not. Using this data set, you're going to cover the entire workflow of the forecasting, from importing data into R, then preparing data for forecasting and time series analysis, visualizing them, specify and estimate models, look at the residuals of the models, produce the forecast, and evaluate the quality of the forecast. So by the end of the apply exercise, you should be able to put everything together and create one single report that includes the entire workflow for this project.
In addition to the exercises, back to the schedule, after each day we will upload a set of resources relevant to that day. This includes the code that we've demonstrated live during the sessions and a recording of the sessions for your later review. It looks a bit like this. We have a simple YouTube video that you can watch at any time, and clicking here will get all of the demo code. The last thing to mention for this website is the downloads and GitHub link at the top. Clicking the downloads, you can download various things from the website, such as just the slides or the exercises, or everything on the website. When you click everything, it will download everything from GitHub, which you can find all of our code, our materials, our slides are open source and can be adapted for your own workshops.
Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoy your forecasting learning journey, and happy forecasting.